All right. Good. We going? I think we are. I think we're good. I hope everyone's doing well today. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. Um, it was an interesting day. Let me tell you. Obviously, what is it? Tuesday. It's not even. I'm so screwed up with the work week. But yes, we are streaming now Tuesday. Last night was a fantastic stream. For those that were there, appreciate it. But basically, I was streaming with the Living Card Gamer, and we were doing what did we do? Lord of the Rings last night. But we did the Escape from Dol Guldur, and let me tell you, that was one heck of a stream. If you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. It was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. We enjoyed the playthrough. It was fun. And that scenario, I realized, is so much easier with two people. It flat out is. I thought it was gonna be a lot tougher than it was, and my deck was pretty good. His deck was really good. We had a good run with it. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure to go check out his YouTube channel. Oh my intermission thing froze. This is why I hate these overlays. Like, they all freeze all the time. They're so bad. Whatever. So like literally before you go streaming, it happens all the time. Hey Lord, how's it going? So I played Tactics, and I basically only used cards from the first cycle. So I used Gimli, Boromir, Legolas is who I used, and he had Bearveer or whatever his name is, Beaver or something. What else did he use? Eowyn, of course. I forgot his other character. Hey, Istari, welcome. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I've still never beaten that scenario solo. I've still never beaten it. I don't know what it's like to beat that scenario solo. But you know what? Multiplayer, it was much more manageable, I guess is the right way to put it, than I thought it would be. So anyway, yeah, definitely check it out. I think it's up on his YouTube now. I'm pretty sure. So it's definitely worth the look. But yeah, so today, let's get into it. We are finishing up The Hobbit, Overhill and Underhill. Hey Josh, welcome. Wow, you're all here. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're finishing up Hobbit, Overhill and Underhill. Now, Lord, I know you warned me in the Discord that I should change my deck around, and you're 100% right. I really should. My problem is I didn't, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my wife got us an early screening to The Witcher season 2, which was quite interesting. So we just finished the episode. Now she's doing a live Q&A with Henry Cavill, who, as you may or may not know, he's a huge supporter of board games. So I feel like he would approve of me missing his Q&A for a stream. Prisoners was one of his. I don't remember which prisoner he had. It was one of his second hero. I forgot which one he did. The one I can't remember is the prisoner. I think. Probably that's why I don't remember it. Hey Ryan, how's it going, man? So yeah, so running a little late, didn't do a lot of stuff, didn't change my deck. So we're gonna go through and see how this goes, and see what it's like. But just so you all know, the first episode of the second season, which was it was good. More CGI. They are Bearvor. Maybe Bearvor sounds right. That does sound kind of right. But yeah, the first episode of the Witcher second season was definitely more CGI. They're definitely leaning on that, which is fine. But also the girl, Ciri, she freaking grew up. Like, she's way older than the first season. It's kind of weird. Throws you off a little bit. All right, let's jump to the table. Let's dive into this. And I agree. I was a big fan of the first season. It was really interesting. Like, I know people were waiting for it to be like the next Game of Thrones, and I don't know if anyone's read the books, but like I've only read the first book, maybe the first two. Like, they were fine. Like, they weren't amazing or anything, but I enjoyed them for what they were. But I always knew after reading those books, I was like, yeah, no, it's not going to be like the next Game of Thrones. Like, everyone that was kind of hoping that just wasn't going to be the thing. So, oh well. Alrighty, so we're gonna go through this. If we lose quickly, we will do it again. If we take a long time, Maybe we'll do it again. And then at the end, I think I'm gonna rank some stuff, which is fun. Everyone loves ranking, which is really for YouTube. YouTube's love this. So, all right. So where's my book? Where is my book? So the final one, the Hobbit Overhill Underhill scenario. Let's see what we got. We have Dungeons Deep and Caverns Dim. During their escape from the goblins who captured them on the western side of the mountains, Bilbo was separated from his companions and lost in the lightless caverns below. There he was confronted by the creature Gollum. Ah, good. Gollum's always a good time. Meanwhile, the dwarves fought their way out of the eastern gate and down the mountainside. They fled the goblins' cave only to be surrounded by wargs in the forest glade. Dungeons Deep and Caverns Dim is played with an encounter deck built with all the cards from the following encounter sets. Dungeons Deep and Caverns Dim, obviously one of them. And Misty Mountain Goblins. So this is our main one, Caverns Deep, and this is our Misty Mountain Goblins. And then we can add in the previously discovered treasure cards, which we have. So the whole thing with this game is the riddles. Let's move that up there for now. So the whole riddle section. I vaguely remember this. I remember not loving it. We'll see how this goes. All right, so I think I have to keep these separate. I can't remember off the top of my head, but we'll read through. All right, so after killing the Great Goblin, Bilbo's companions fought to win their escape from the goblins. Makes sense. By the time they realized that Bilbo had been lost in the darkness, sad, it was too late to turn back and search for him. Which is like kind of like terrible, right? Like go help him. It's like the main character. You gotta kind of help him. Add Lake in the Cavern to the staging area. Create a riddle area with 2A, then follow set instructions on that card. So I think the lake's on this one. Lake in the Cavern. There's Bilbo's ring. There's Gollum. Gollum doesn't have a special backer. I'm pretty sure we'll need that. And where is Lake in the Cavern? Okay. So Lake in the Cavern in the staging area. So what we'll do, let's see how this goes on the screen. Maybe we'll put the riddle area up here. Riddles are neat but wonky. Okay, good to know. This quest is such a unique setup. I love it. The riddles are a pain. All right, so this area. All right, that's what we'll do. This area is my main area. I always kind of treat the right side of the board as my main area. So that we're gonna treat this as main area as usual. That gets put in the staging area. So 2A. During the confusion, Bilbo stumbled down a tunnel and into Gollum's cave. There, the Hobbit had to outwit the oh my gosh, I cannot read today. The creature Gollum in a dangerous riddle contest to discover the way out. Because if we know anything about Gollum, loves his riddles. Search the encounter deck for Gollum and Bilbo's magic ring. Got it. Place Gollum and Bilbo Baggins in the riddle area and attach Bilbo's magic ring to Bilbo Baggins. And shuffle the encounter deck. Alright. So, that's for later. We're going to put Gollum up here. Him. Bilbo. Alright. Ooh, yeah. Nice glare. I like that. Oh, nice glare in Gollum, too. Alright. That's good. That's good. Alright. There we go. So... we will keep 2A. That's not 2A. We will keep 2A with it over here, right off of that amazing glare. All right, we'll just deal. And 3, I guess we keep under 1. So we'll do that. So that says shuffle the encounter deck. So I assume this all goes together, but I'm not going to force it just yet. So we'll flip over riddle area, that riddle, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so do I flip this over? Do you flip both of them over? So we set up the instruction area. I feel like we have to, right? You have to flip both over. Players cannot advance to stage 3A unless 1B and 2B are complete. Oh, there you go. Just flip the card over, D20. Force. Reveal 1 additional encounter card per player during the staging setup. Ooh. Alright, let's see what 2B says. Players cannot advance to 3A unless both 1B and 2B are complete. Progress tokens cannot be added to or removed from this quest except by answering riddles. Cards in the riddle area are immune to player card effects, cannot leave the riddle area except by quest effects. Okay. That's something. Oh wait, you can't see that. There we go, put that there. Alright, so we shuffle everything together. So, first we'll read the Lake and the Cavern. So, it's, Alright, so its threat strength is X, which is twice the number of players in the game. So 2. Okay. Players cannot travel here. Stinks. Immune to player card effects. And after players advance to stage 3, remove it. Alright. So we're always questing against 2. Something. So let's see. Golem is a 0, 2, 3. After the first player answers a riddle and fails to find at least one match, Golem attacks Bilbo Baggins. Do not deal a shadow card. Alright, so we have a few attacks. To attach to Bilbo Baggins, when answering a riddle, spend one of his resources to discard an additional player card from the top of the deck. Exhaust Bilbo's magic ring and raise each player's threat by 2 to add 1 resource. Alright, so we could do that. Alright. Interesting setup. I like it. Alright, the counter deck is all shuffled up. So let's, we have the riddle area pretty much set up. So, while he's in the riddle area, the first player still controls him. However, he cannot quest, attack, take damage from cards other than Golem, or have attachments or anything like that. So, Bilbo is separated completely from the rest of my game. Makes sense. Riddle is a new game effect featured on some encounter cards. When an encounter card with a riddle effect is revealed in the encounter deck, the first player must choose between resolving that card normally or answering the riddle on the card. The first player can only choose to answer a riddle if it is revealed from the encounter deck. If a card with a riddle is dealt as a shadow card, the first player cannot choose to answer at that time. Makes sense. To answer a riddle, the player must follow the directions printed on the riddle in the following steps. Step 1. Each riddle begins with a text such as, the first player names a... The first player makes a guess based on the items he or she is instructed by the riddle to name. Card type, sphere, or cost. Card types can be named or ally, event, attachment, or treasure. The spheres that can be named are leadership, spirit, lore, tactics, baggins. Cost can be any number. The second part of the riddle is presented by the text. Shuffles his deck and discards the top X cards of his deck. The first player shuffles his deck and then discards X cards from the top of his deck as determined by the riddle. The final part of the riddle is presented by the text. For each of those cards that matches, place 1 progress on stage 2. So I need to answer the riddle 9 times. So, no, because I think I'm allowed to defend, right? So Lord's asking, I assume that if you fail 2 riddles in 1 round, you lose. Oh, in 1 round. That's interesting. That's if I do 2 riddles. Yes. So I would have to time that correctly. That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, so the final part of the riddle effect is presented by the text. For those cards that matches, place 1 progress on stage 2. First player places 1 progress on stage 2 for each card discarded by the riddle effect that matches the name. So I can go big, but possibly go home. It's interesting. Okay. Okay. I think we can do this. But this is not the sphere in an Australian accent. I do not. Is it because my Hobbit knowledge is so little? Like terribly little? Alright. Let's go. So we start off with 6. Holy cow. Let's see, it's 6 cards. And everyone should be guessing to Josh what that reference is. Alright, we got Gandalf, which is always good. We got Feely, which is always good. We got a Baggins card. Hasty Stroke. Legacy. Is that Mr. Underhill? So we can attach to a dwarf. Basically, exhaust is to draw another card, which be worth it. More card draw. Bilbo gets +2, which this might be good in the sense that we can play it 1 round for like a like to defend extra, right? So we can save ourselves 1 round. So we play this card, he defends against Golem attacking him, then we won't take that 1 damage. So I might extend our rounds, which that might be worth. I think for that alone, I'm gonna hang on to this because I feel like I'm gonna guess a lot of things wrong. So I'm also, because I feel like you should all know, I may slightly give myself the advantage on this by basically, let me bring it up. I have my deck list up on a screen. So I know roughly what my costs are and all that stuff. So I know it's slightly cheating, but I'm playing 3 spheres. So give me a break. So I just started listening to Cardboard of the Rings like a few months ago. And I listen to them now and again. I don't listen to them as much as I should, but I like their stuff. And they have a good Discord too. Yeah, I'm just gonna plug all the Discords. PS, all you should be in our Discord, as usual. All right, let's draw our card. We got our resources and Brock Iron Fist. Well, those are 6 costs. We don't have to worry about that. All right. So we got that up there. Alrighty. So we're always questing against 2, which stinks. We can't really do too much yet because I'm running 3 spheres. So let me shuffle this. I don't trust myself. So I'm thinking we just quest hard and we hope best, right? Quest a decent amount. And the Riddle thing we have to kind of go pretty hard on. I'm not even 100% sure how that's going to work out. Also, I guess... Wait a minute. So... You'll hear it eventually. Okay, perfect. So if I... Here's a question. If, let's say, I take a card that's a location, right? That would go out here, or an enemy. And it's a riddle. It no longer goes here, right? Because I'm solving the riddle. If I'm understanding this correctly. So I should be solving that card normally, or answering as a riddle on that card. So that's another thing. If I get like a bad enemy that's maybe a riddle, that might work out. So hold on, my wife right now is texting me about Henry Cavill's doing the Q&A. So I guess we asked him a question. We were allowed to ask him a question beforehand. So we asked him if he read the source material or plays the video games, right, for The Witcher. So that was our question to him. And he said that, this is Henry Cavill, said that he loves the source material and has played all the games. And then now he's talking about Warhammer because I don't know, like I said, he's a big board gamer. So he's talking about Warhammer. And it sounds like he campaigned for a lot to be kept in the show to the source and not just let things happen for entertainment value. There is your fun Henry Cavill fact of the day. All right, so you get to choose what staging area the card goes into. It doesn't stay in the staging area though, right? It gets discarded after I use it, right? Maybe. I think it gets discarded. All right, let us go. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna play any cards. So we're gonna do Thorn for 3, and Ori. Yeah, Ori for 2, which is we're questing for 5. Okay. Against 2. So we have to do 2 cards, right? Oh, that's this one. Yeah, remove 1 additional card. Okay. So first one. Well, that's easy. That's not a riddle. So, Goblin Axeman, which is going to add 2 more. So we're down to +1. Next one, Riddle. So it's a 2. I would gain 1 threat. So the first player names a sphere, shuffles his deck, and discards the top card. For each of those cards that match, place 1 progress token on stage 2. So we only do 1. Right? We only do 1 card. Yeah. So only discard. So I have a 1. I have. Ooh. This is like a weird gambling game. I like it. Alright, so I have to guess the sphere. I'm going to do the riddle. We're going to do the riddle. This way we still put one advanced thing on here. So that's up to 1. Let's put that somewhere you can see it. There you go. So that's a 1. That's going to fight us. Now I assume we do the riddle first. So the first player names a sphere, shuffles his deck. Okay. What do I have in my hand? I have a purple, green. I'm going to say spirit blue. Spirit blue is my sphere. Hopefully this is it. All right. And hey, we're doing good, chat. We're doing good. That's 1. All right. Now the question is, we can use his thing, right? We can spend that one to do another card. And raise each threat by 2 to add 1 resource. I don't know if we want to do that. I don't want to push it yet. Yeah, I'm not going to push it yet. I feel like that's good. All right, so now we do travel phase. We can't travel to it. And then encounter. They are going to encounter us. Oops. So Goblin gets a +1 attack for each cave location in play. So he's currently at 2 attack. So we're going to defend this the old-fashioned way with Nori. 2 against Shadow. Defending player deals damage among characters he controls equal to the number of goblin enemies engaged with him. So 1 goblin enemy. We'll give it to Thorn because he's got 5 life. And he was swinging for 2 because of the +1 on that. We blocked 2. Nori is good. All right. That's not too bad. I think we did all right for the first round. We got a riddle. We got a quest thing. We're doing all right. So up to 30. 2 HP or 2 things. Bilbo still gets monies like usual, right? Nothing said they didn't, so he cannot quest, attack, take damage from cards other than Golem, have attachments. Yeah, no, he still gets money. Okay, cool. I would say save the resources in case you get into trouble. I agree with that. I agree with that. With the riddles. Yes, I got 1 riddle. I got 1 riddle out of 1. I'm 1 for 1 right now, which is as good as it's probably going to get. So I have to double check his actions. So when answering a riddle, spend 1 resource to discard an additional player card from the top of your deck and raise each player's threat to add another resource. Okay. So basically the only thing I use resources for is to get another card out there. Now, I assume it doesn't replace the current guess. It's just in addition to, I assume. All right, so we got 2/2/2. We didn't get our card yet. All right, so it's another spirit. We have to keep an eye on this. And it's greetings, which is good. So we still don't have enough money to. Well, we could play a Gandalf. We could play Gandalf to take out the Axeman, which seems a bit like overkill. Because if I wait just a little bit longer, we wait 1 more round, we can get Feely in there, which was probably the better play because we'll get 2 in there. And we can also cancel a shadow effect triggered on a combat card, which we might have to do in the future too. So let's see how this goes. All right. Oh, I never refreshed. Not bad. So we're going against 2. I feel like we quest with the same amount. Right? We do 5 again. We're just going to defend this. Hope it works out well. I think that's the right play. Because then, again, the next round I'll get Feely out, which will also get Keely out. And they are, what are they, 1/1s? Yeah, they're all 1s. Which at least then I can start questing with the 2 of them. Defend and attack. And we can start, figuring some things out here. So let's quest with 5. First card. Okay, so it's a cave. While the Goblin's Cave is the active location, goblins get +1 threat. So there's no riddle on that, so we have to keep it. And that brings us up to 5, so we're even right now. When revealed, the first player must choose to answer the riddle on this card. This effect cannot be canceled. Ooh, okay. The first player names a sphere and cost. shuffles his deck, then discards the top 2 cards. For each of those cards that matches both items, place 1 progress. Ouch. All right, sphere and cost. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to glance over. We have mostly spirit cards. And we have mostly 3 cost cards. So we're going to guess that. We're going to guess spirit, blue, 3. Gives you an extra chance to get the card right for completing the riddle. Okay. All right. Spirit, blue cards, 3. The first player named, okay, names sphere and a cost, shuffles his deck, then discards the top 2 cards. For each one of those cards that matches both items, place 1 progress token on stage 2. All right, first one, spirit, blue, 3. I know my deck. That's 1. Give me that progress. The next one. Nope, got it wrong. Okay. So we didn't get the riddle, which means Gollum attacks Bilbo. Which I'm pretty good. 1 for 2. I'm very happy with that. And we quested for 0 point. So with the riddle, I'm actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this burglar Baggins right now for 1 off of his. So when he defends, he's defending for 2, or he's actually defending for 3 against a 2 attack. Gollum does not get a shadow card, so we don't have to worry about any damage to Bilbo. And I feel like that's just a smart play right now. It extends the game at least 1 more round for Bilbo's sake. Get rid of that one. All right, so travel phase. We're gonna travel up to the caves. We have to get that out of there. Our buddy's gonna attack us again. We're gonna defend the old-fashioned way to Nori. And he's swinging for 2. Is this cave in play? Is that in play technically? An active location? Because if that's in play, he's swinging for 3. So it's kind of important. And I can't remember. No, so he didn't attack. Well, so there was 2 cards I had to do. And I assume that if I got one of them wrong, after the player answers the riddle and fails to find at least 1 match. You're right. So I found 1 match. You're right. You're right. I don't need to even do that. That is a good call. Because I found at least 1 match. Good. Good. So I got the 1 progress token. Okay. Yeah. So let me know if this is considered in play. If active location is in play. Because if so, he's swinging for 3. If not, he's swinging for 2. So we'll see what the shadow card is. Defending player exhausts 1 character he controls. I guess that would be Bilbo technically, but it doesn't really matter because nothing. So we're going to do no damage right now. Unless you guys say that this is in play. Then Nori gets a damage. That's the end of the round. 31. Okay. 1. 1. 1. They're all up to 3, which is nice. Bilbo's up to 3, which is really nice. Draw a card. Good card to draw. Cast your hero or Gandalf. They get +2 swinging. We might be starting to put this on Ori, which should be in play. Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it because you don't want to jinx it out loud, right? And in general, whenever I'm not sure, I like to try to take the worst option, but I figured you all are here, so I'll ask chat experts. So Nori's got 1 damage on him. Thorn's got 1. Ori is okay. Okay. So, what we're going to do is absolutely play Feely for 3. So after we do that, we search our deck for Keely. Put Keely in the play. And there's a lot of good cards at the bottom of this deck. Keely. That both seem to be out on their own, so no, the cave is not in play. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna do the worst one right now. I'm just gonna take the worst hit. I'll have to look this up later. Alright, so even so, oops, shoot. this stuff was all together though. So is the active location in play? Because this doesn't even matter because that's not even a part of what was going on over here, right? Because this was the axeman for each cave location in play. This is in play. I would assume active locations are in play. Because Gollum and his stuff shouldn't matter then. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Well, we can keep deciding. We just remove the 1 health then. All right, so what we're gonna do is put Glamdring onto Ori. Oh wait, we could probably look this up real fast. Because now I'm curious. Where would you find rules? Lord of the Rings, the card game, is active location in play. Oh my gosh. In play. Alright, so Victory's Play is not in play, which makes sense. Oh, asking about Gollum. I got what you're saying. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so we keep the 1 damage. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know, it's kind of confusing when we're all on a delay from each other too. So it's confusing when I will start talking about Gollum and start going all over the place, so. Alrighty. So we have that. We have 3 and 3, but he's gonna kind of do his own thing over there. We can lower our threat by 6 if we choose to, right? That's somewhat of an option. As far as taking people out, we could take Gandalf out, right? Bring Gandalf out. It's kind of overkill, but he'll let us quest hard. So that might be worth it, right? We bring him out, let him do the damage, start questing hard. I don't know. I don't hate the idea because I might actually use 1 from there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I really have not a lot. I don't have any allies I'm really saving up for. A lot of my allies are still, I think, in this deck. So I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play Gandalf. We're gonna use 1 from Bilbo. We're gonna use actually 2 from Ori, which is 3. Nori gets 2, 4, 5. We're gonna use like that. We're gonna deal 4 damage. We're gonna get rid of these goblins so we don't have to worry about having a blocker and an attacker, right? So let's just get rid of them. That's our 4 damage. So we're gonna quest. Let's quest with Thorin. Let's quest with Ori. Let's quest with Nori. Let's quest with Gandalf. And let's quest with Keely. Keely will be there just in case someone comes and attacks us. Keely's just gonna take it to the face. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Quest hard. Questing hard against 2. First encounter card. Make sure we're all set up good. Yep. Alright, it's a 2 or Riddle. The first player names a sphere, shuffles his deck, and discards the top card. Discards the top card. For each of those cards that matches, place 1 progress token on stage 2. Yes, I am. Oh, no, wait, because of Ori. No, I completely forgot about 5, and I forgot that I'm up to 5. So, Thorin got 1 additional. Thank you. Thank you. 1 additional draw. And I placed 1 dwarf, which means this goes down. I'm so used to last night's deck that I forgot that I have a 5 dwarf setup. Forgot that was a strategy. Last night my strategy was different. I'm still like on that high. So I drew off the extra 1. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ori gave me the additional card. I reduced my threat because I played Feely from my hand, but not Keely, so you don't reduce it for that. And he gets 1 additional resource. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Good call. Ugh. See, I just make this game too hard for myself. All right, so first one. We name a sphere. I feel like if we name Spirit, we have a good chance of it. I feel like there's still a lot of Spirit. I think we do it. No Beekeeper power. Oh, Beekeeper. He was so clutch. Actually, if I was to redo that deck, that's literally the first thing I would get rid of. And yeah, I would rather forget stuff that makes the game harder than easier. Makes me feel more legit. And then like kind of makes me better at the game, right? That you forget the things that help you, like attacking, defending. We're gonna do this riddle. I have a good feeling. So we'll just bring that out so I don't forget that I have a second card. Oh no, wait. Oh no, that's fine. Okay. So name's a sphere. Sean Bean. Sean Bean was so close last night. I know you all gave me a hard time for just letting Sean Bean die, because that's what Sean Bean does. But still, he did his job. He did his job. All right, we're doing Spirit. We're doing Spirit Blue. I have a feeling. Spirit Blue. Spirit Blue. There it is. And it's a 3. Getting really lucky. I need to keep drawing non-spirit cards because I feel more confident then. All right, so that's one. I'm not going to do a second one off of that one, even though I do like that one, but just not going to just in case. Next one. All right, Wild Hogs or Wild Wargs. Jeez Louise. All right, it's 25 threat. It's interesting. It's a 3/3/2. If you get the shadow card with a riddle, it's swinging for 5. All right, so the first player names a card type, shuffles his deck, and discards the top 2 cards. Okay, card type. We are heavy on allies. We have very few attachments. Like our attach leadership combined is about our allies. We have almost a 50% chance, but I don't have that many allies. I have a decent amount of events. I don't have a lot of attachments. That's the only one that worries me is attachments. Actually, I've drawn no attachments yet. That worries me a lot. Because there are 13 attachments in this deck. That's a lot of cards. We're going to do this. We're going to do this because it lets us draw 2 cards. So, attachments. We're going to guess attachments the whole way through. And if we get it wrong, we'll do a resource to draw a 3rd card. Surely 3 cards. Or no, not attachments. I take it back. We're doing allies. Oh my god, we lost because of that. So, surely 3 cards, one of those will be an ally, right? Because we get to draw 2 for sure, but we will use this if we have to draw an ally. All right, first one. Give it to me. There's 1 ally. We're up to 4. Give it to me. Ah, attachment. All right, so we don't get attacked, which is good. I don't hate the idea of trying it again. Right? I could keep... Oh no, I guess you were... no, I'm not gonna do that. It's fine. That's fine. Let's not be greedy. So 12 against 2, which is great. So a 10 minus 3 is 7. So we're adding 7 onto this bad boy. We're up to 8. I feel like we're doing well. I feel like we're doing surprisingly well. All right, let's refresh. We did it. Well, you know, kind of did it. All right, so Thorin gets 2 before I forget. Ori gets 1. Nori gets 1. Bilbo gets 1. I now also draw an additional card. So first card, second card. First card is an event. Second card is an ally. Good thing I didn't do a ally. All right. Oh, and Gandalf goes away before I forget. All right. So let's think about this. We could get more card draw, which is fine. It's nothing great. We could... Oh, I didn't raise my... Right, before I forget. 31. Can't play Bofer, which is sad. We could play Erebor Hammersmith. Might be worth it. Really just kind of as a block. It's a cheap block. Because he's got 3 life. I like it. And he's a dwarf. So we're definitely doing it. So as we play a dwarf, we lower our threat by 1. That's the only thing that happens, right? Control 5. After you play a dwarf character in your hand, lower your threat by 1. We did that. So after you play him, discard or return the topmost attachment in any player's discard pile, which is actually a stone, which is fantastic. Because we are going to return this to a hand. We're going to pay the 2 for it. And Thorn's got a quest so hard. Thorn's now questing for 5. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So now we can quest all the way with these characters. And really start pummeling on that, and then we can start focusing on this. Alright. I have to say, so far, I feel like we're a quarter of the way through, a third of the way through. I'm liking this quest more than I remember. I will say that. Okay. Let's go. Let's quest. So we got a 5. Irish. Refresh this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep him as a blocker just in case. Questing for 11. Against 2. 1 card, 2 card. First one, no riddle. The first player exhausts 1 character he controls. No good. It's really bad. Because it's going to attack me too. So that's 1. Next one. Surge. No good. Uh-oh. Spoke way too soon. Okay. That's a lot of stuff I didn't want to attack me. Not gonna lie. So they all engage me. Oh, I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 against their 11. It's what, 3? Or 11. Alright, so we are no longer questing, that's for sure. Everyone gets a bad card. 20, 25, 30. I think it's the technical way you're supposed to do that. So I can't block any of this. But I can cancel the shadow effect once. I could do a sneak attack. Which I might do. I might sneak attack. Wait, can I? Do I have purple? I do have purple. Alright, so here's my thought. I might sneak attack and attack in. And I can cancel a shadow effect. This might be the way we have to do that. It's probably the best one. Alright. Let's see what happens. Let's take the first one, the worst one first, the 3 attack one. Alright, just gets more defense. 3. Defending player raises a threat by X. X is the number of goblins engaged with them, which is 3. 2, 3. So it's straight up 3 damage. We have to put it on Thorin. Take this one away. So he's up to 4. Ooh. Ugh. Okay. So if they get no combat, it's not too bad. Because he can take 2 and he can take 2. We will be hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Let's try it. See what happens. 2. Shadow card. 2 damage. Goes on Nori. He's up to 3. Alright. 2 more. On the bright side, though, we can cancel the shadow effect. So we should be good regardless. So 2. There's no shadow on it. So that's 2. 2 on the Nori. Alright. So what I think we're going to do is actually sneak attack right now. Right? Because it's still encounter. I think we can do player actions like basically every second right now. So we're going to spend 1. We're going to sneak attack with Brock, Iron Fist. We're going to attack with Brock. Now he gets to defend 1 for each cave. So he's actually going to defend 1, which kind of stinks. But at least it puts 1 damage on him. And then we're going to refresh. That went sideways fast. I'm not going to lie. That went poorly. Alright, so we raised our threat. He gets 2 monies. He gets 1. He gets 1. He gets one. Draw 2 cards. Dwalin and Dwalin. So we control 5 dwarfs. At the meantime, you can't do player actions while revealing encounter cards. Yeah, okay. So we're going to play Dwalin. If we control at least 5 dwarves, we lower his cost by 2. Perfect. Since we played him, we lower our threat by 1. Feeling pretty solid about that. Freaking bug on my light. Freaking bugs. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about questing too hard, right? Like, why bother? We could do the 5, and that's it. I mean, everyone else should be able to figure most of this out. Now, is there anyone else we could do? Can't do another blue. We don't have any 2-costers. We can still cancel a card, which is good. We're gonna let Dwalin get hit hard, probably. Because, you know, we'll just get a new one out there. Dwalins are cheap nowadays. We're Dwalin rich. So. But he is swinging for 3. That's the only thing that... Nah, what are the odds that another goblin comes out? Like, not good, right? So let's quest for 5. I feel like that's a nice safe bet. Even if we raise our threat a little bit, who cares? We're already engaged with everything anyway, so. And then there's a chance 3 gets put on. That's not so bad. Right. Yeah, I think that's what we do. And this way we have 1 character that can block, 2 characters that can block, 3 characters that can block. He's swinging for 4. Maybe we do 1 attack. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We kind of need him. We kind of need him to take out one of these cards. So we have 3 defenders. Actually, I'm actually thinking now. I think I'm not even gonna quest. Because let's say I get 2. I have threat to play with. Right? I don't even think we've seen a discard enemy that's higher than 30. I think 30 is the highest we've seen. I don't know what else is in there. I don't remember. So you know what? We're already above it. And I think we really need to worry about controlling the board right now. Yeah, I think we're not going to worry about this. I think we're gonna keep going. All right, we're gonna. All right, if he swings for 3, he could take him out. If he swings with him, they can take that out. At least, and that would leave us with 1 enemy left, and we need 3 blockers. Yeah, I'm questing with no one. 0 against 2. First card. We'll draw the second card out. We're going to reveal the first player must choose to answer the riddle on this card. If he finds at least 1 match, discard cards from the encounter deck until another riddle is discarded. Then answer that riddle. Okay. First player names a cost, shuffles his deck, and discards the top 2 cards. For each of those cards that matches, place 1 progress token. So, this is interesting. We still have 1 more draw. Cost. What's my cost curve looking like? I think I'm still heavy on 3. 3s or 1s. I feel like I haven't seen that many 1s. Nah, some 1s. There's a lot of 3s though. It can be a 1 or a 3. Thinking 3. Thinking 3. All right. Let's go. 3. That's what we're going with. Gonna be drawing 2 cards. First one is a 0. Terrible. Next one is a 1. All right, we're gonna spend one of our things, do another one. There's our 3. So at least we got 1. And I know that's gonna put another riddle into play, but might as well. All right, so if he finds at least 1 match, discard cards from the encounter deck until another riddle is discarded. Then we're gonna do our second encounter draw because we still have to do this one. So that's not a riddle. That's not a riddle. That's a riddle. The first person names a sphere, shuffles his deck, discards the top card. Okay. So we're doing sphere again. So we have a good amount of spirit. Yeah, I think we gotta go spirit again. Also kind of running out of cards. I don't know what happens when you run out of cards. I just like I never win then. I feel like I lose for eternity. Alright. Top card. You said spirit, blue. Green lore. I'm gonna spend another one. I need to get this. There it is. Spirit. Alright, it's up to 6 out of 9. Not too bad. Now we have to draw our second encounter card. Oh, it's a warg. That's good. I am getting the worst draws with these enemies. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. Everything gets a shot. Man, this throws off a lot. Shoot. Alright, first block. It's going to be with him against this card. This has a riddle on it. So he gets +2 on his 3, which is 5. Takes out Dwalin. Dwalin is no longer Ballin. Yeah, but if I can't draw anything new, I can't get a riddle then. Or I can't answer a riddle. That's the only thing. Alright. We'll do the other 3. We're going to block it with Airbor or Hammersmith. Nothing. 3, so he blocks one that's 2 damage. Pretty good. This one, we'll block with Keeley. 2. Nothing on it. So he gets 1 damage. Wow, it's hanging on. That's nice. He's doing 2. We will also block it with Keeley because we kind of have to. 2. Nothing on there. It's 1 damage. Okay. We have 3 attack cards basically left. We could do the 3 to take out this card, which would be nice. Which I think we're going to do, because we really need to get rid of some of these things. That's that. Then, we could do 4 damage. Hold on. No, that's all we can really... Oh, no, we have him too, so we could do 5. I forgot about Nori's existence. Okay, so 4, 5... We gotta take out this one, right? Yeah. Wild Wargs. That one was hurting a lot. Oh, I also realized I never gave myself my points that I needed. I got so caught up in all this. So I was 2 threat with the 5, so I add 5, so I'm at the 38. Gotta stay on me, chat. I'll try to cheat like that. Alright. Threats up to 38 because of the 2, because of the 3, which is 5. Alright. I think we're good. Luckily, we kept all of our defenders, which is like the one bright spot of all of that. We go up to 39. He's going to get 2 resources. He gets 1. He gets 1. He gets 1. Draw 2 cards. Sneak attack and sting. Alright, that's nice. So Sting, we can just put on Bilbo. Wait, can we? No, we can't play attachments on him. That was the other thing. Can't play attachments on him. Never mind. Yeah, can't have attachments on him. Okay. And we can only attach Sting to Bilbo. That stinks. Alrighty. So I like the idea of getting Bofer out there. Yeah, just somebody else. Would be nice. It's 2. Lowers our threat by 1. It's 38. I want to keep enough blue to cancel a shadow card. Purple, we could do a sneak attack again with Brock, which might be worth it. Might be the way to go. I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we have 2 defenders still for these 2, which is good. That's something. Yeah, what the heck was that? Oh, it's a freaking bug. Yeah. So, we have 2 defenders. We have a quester. He has 3 basically needs to take him out. He could take him out. 4 plus 1 could take him out. That leaves us just with Feely. So we could quest 3. Or we keep 1 extra just in case, which is probably what we're going to do. So yeah, let's just quest with Beaufort for 2 against 2. So we're at 0. Just know that. We get our 2 cards. Questing basically 0. We have to answer the riddle. And then we're going to have to discard cards if we get it right. Okay. So names a cost. Let me shuffle to the top 2. So I feel like I've done a lot of 3s. I feel like there's a 1 coming up. So I think I'm going to go 1. We draw 2 cards. I'm guessing 1. Hopefully we get it right twice. Oops. There's a 2. Put that in the middle. Alright. Alright. 1 cost is what we're guessing. 2 card draws. First one. It's a 3. Should have went 3. And a 4. We're going to spend 1 more just in case. Come on, 1. It's a 0. Alright, that's fine. Golem's going to attack us. We are going to defend. But we're going to use our special Bilbo card. So we can take no damage. So this way when he attacks us again. Because we're going to get another Riddle out here. Hopefully it won't be so bad. There's the Riddle. And then we still have 1 more encounter card. The first player names a card type and cost. And discards 3 cards. Oof. Ooh. Card type and cost. We have a lot of 3 allies out there. Ooh. We could use the ring. Yeah, I could. That's true. I could do it again. Alright. Discards the top 3 cards. Card type and cost. Yeah, lad, I probably don't know if it happened or not. Alright. Let's do 3 ally. I feel like it's still the right play. Top 3 cards. I don't think I should shuffle that. Top 3 cards. 3 cost ally. 3 cost ally. 3 cost ally. 3 cost ally. Top 3 cards. First one. No. Second one. No. Third one. 5 cost ally. Alright, we can use the ring to do it 1 more time, right? Let's use 1 more. 3 ally. Ah, 3 event. He attacks. I take 2 damage. Okay. Okay, that was fun. Next back card. Another warg. Now, probably the smart thing to do is just take the damage. The reason being, because if I get this riddle wrong, I lose. And I'm getting near crunch time at this point. So, that's that. Alright. So we quested 2-2. We lose 3, so that's 41. 41. He engages us. I'm feeling a lot less confident very quickly here. Alright. We still have a sneak attack in case we need it. That's something. All right. So let's block first with our Hammersmith against. Now, we'll first take on the Wild Wars, block with Keeley. Swinging 3. There's no Riddle on it, but still it's only 3. It takes out Keeley. So long, my buddy. Alright. Goblin Miners. We'll block with Airborne Hammersmith. Gets +1 attack, so he's swinging for 3. Doesn't really make a difference, though. He's out. People are dropping like flies. Goblin Driver. We're going to block with Feely. 2. Takes him out. 2. Okay. Okay. So, we have someone swinging for 3. We have someone for 1. We have someone for 4. So at least what we could do is we could do the 3 to take out this stupid Goblin Miner. Then we can swing for 4 plus a 5 and take out this Wild Wars, because that one's just crushing me right now. And that leaves us just with the Goblin Driver, somewhat doable. So let's refresh. Threats up to 42. I do not have 5 dwarfs anymore, so I don't get bonus stuff. So he just gets 1, which actually might be good. Or he gets 1, Nori gets 1, and Bilbo's back up 1. I draw just 1 card. 3 event for threat removal. Alrighty. So, I still do not have allies to play. Oh wait, I have Dwalin. I can't afford Dwalin. We can cancel the shadow effect. Just something. And we could do a sneak attack if we really wanted to. Which maybe we do it Dwalin actually. And Dwalin defends. Maybe that's what we do. We defend with Dwalin. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So, all right, Bofer's gonna go 2. All right, so we only need 5 damage. He's got 4. He's got 3. He's got 1. Whatever. Yeah, we're just gonna do 2. So we're doing 2. Here's just one of the cards. We'll have to reshuffle this in a second. The Riddle. All right, so I gotta name a cost. Shuffles deck, discard the top 2 cards. I have a lot of 3s, some 2s, and a bunch of 1s. I feel like we haven't gotten 2 that much. We really haven't gotten 1 a ton. I'm gonna go 1, I think. I'm gonna go 1 and discard top 2 cards. We're going 1. 2 cards. 1 cost. There's 1. There's no one. That's huge. We're up to 8. Oh, I feel better now. Alright. I found at least 1 match, so we discard cards from the counter deck until another Riddle is discarded. Okay. Do we automatically reshuffle that? And do we discard, or is it considered done discarding? Because I know that happens with shadow cards, right? Like when the deck runs out during shadow cards, it just doesn't get a shadow card. But I don't know if this when revealed effect would keep letting us do that. Gambler. Yes, thank you for the positive comments. So I guess that's the question, right? Is this effect keep going? Do we discard cards from the counter deck? Technically, there's nothing here. So do we not discard? And there's a second encounter card coming out. I don't know when you officially reshuffle an encounter card deck. Is it only in the beginning? Okay, stage 2. Doesn't even say. Commit characters. Alright, after does that commit? Blah blah blah. It's normally only during the quest phase. Yeah, that's how I understand it. When you quest, you would shuffle your deck. Because I usually don't have 2 encounter cards coming out. Flip a dip. Don't be scared of the game. It's fine. It's just very difficult. Oh, let's see if we can Google this really fast. Because yeah, the riddle stuff is kind of weird with all this. So let's the rings. When do you shuffle discard pile in? Anytime. Yeah, I'm having a feeling you're right too. There's shuffle should be less. All right. Shuffle. Holy cow, this should not be. It's hard to find. Alright, so that's for specific cards. That's not great. When do you shuffle? Encounter deck empty. Maybe if I phrase it like that. Runs out during travel phase. Let's see what the Reddits say. It stays empty until the refresh phase, or when a card says to shuffle a discard and counter card back. Does refresh say that? Let's see what refresh says. No, it doesn't specifically say that. That's what the top voted thing in Reddit says, though, which is interesting. Draw the main cards for the high test, and that would be it. So right now we're in. Okay, we did one quest card. Our quest card was a treachery. We're doing the when revealed effect of a treachery card during the quest phase. My one thing I see on Reddit about this. Hold on, I'll bring this up for you all. Hold on. So, let me, oops, that's not what I want to do. Let me just show you something really quick. So right here, he's doing an encounter deck, runs out during travel phase. So I know it's a little bit different. It's not quite the same, but the top comment, when the encounter deck runs out, it stays empty until the refresh phase, or when a card says to reshuffle the discard and encounter deck. The correct call is to draw the remaining cards for the high test. It's a scenario for high testing, right? So, it is the top vote with only 5. It was 2 years ago. You're pretty sure you reshuffle now. Interesting. Well, like I said, we usually go harder. Whatever's harder. It's definitely the harder thing. So let's reshuffle now. We'll do... Oh my god, it's still zoomed in. There we go. We'll reshuffle now. We'll draw more. We still ain't done one encounter card. We gotta do a second one. Let's reshuffle now. I have to look that up. I've never... Yeah. All the times I play, I don't think I've ever really dealt with that. Because I know when it happens in the combat phase, it doesn't get a shadow card. I know you leave it empty then. The quest phase, I was never sure of. Right. That's the only thing, Josh. I agree with you. Is there's nothing in the rules that says refresh phase refreshes that. So that's why I kind of agree with you. And it feels like the whole point of the quest phase is to draw cards. Like if I did something that like force cards at the encounter thing, So we reshuffle. Anyway, we made the call. Doesn't matter. All right. So this is now the other card that I saw. So basically, actually, I probably shouldn't have shuffled it back in, but whatever. So we keep going until a Riddle card comes out. First one. First player names a card type, shuffles his deck, and discards the top 2 cards. For each one, places progress poker. We only need to get this one right. We only need to get one. So what we have is, again, mostly allies. Hold on. 1, 2. Okay. I think there's 4 allies left in this deck. I think. If I can math correctly. 1, 4, 5. I feel like attachments is the one thing we haven't done a lot of. I don't remember what attachments there are though. Yeah, there's a lot of events too. All right, we're doing attachment. We're gonna try attachment. I feel like I haven't gotten a lot of those. And we draw 2 cards. So shuffle it up. We discard the top 2 cards for attachment. I need to refresh. We actually have to get this right. This is kind of the game here. So Bilbo loses, it's done. So attachments, what we're looking for. Top 2 cards. First one. Attachment. Steward of Gondor. That's what we're missing. 2 Steward of Gondors. Another attachment. We got 9 on that. Alright. Actually, we got 10. But it doesn't really matter. That's that. Now, we're drawing our second encounter card. And we're only questing with 2. Oh my god, come on. Okay. That's not what we needed at all. Holy cow. I have nothing to cancel that too. Jeez Louise. Goes up 3. We're up to 45 on our threat. He engages us. Yeah, it goes up 3. He gets 1. He gets 1. Okay. Oh, this is annoying. I feel like I've dealt with this goblin driver like this entire game. Gosh. I haven't even gotten another Gandalf or anything. Reshuffle is my vote. Yeah. All right. I'm happy we agree on that. It just it makes the most sense logically. Gosh. Can't believe that happened. All right, we're gonna sneak attack. And we are gonna sneak attack with Brock Iron Fist. And hope he doesn't die. Maybe he does, it's not that big of a deal. But we're gonna put him in now. Put 1 ally card into play from your hand. So, because he's gonna defend against the Wild Wargs. And hopefully, hang on. So let's do this. 3. He was dealt a shadow with a riddle, so he swings for 5. He takes out. Thanks, but whatever. Doesn't matter. We're going to defend 2 on this, so hopefully he doesn't die. Defend 2 for 2. Nothing. Thank goodness. He's okay. So, we kind of had to attack both of these against the wargs right now. Because that takes him out. So at least we have that. We still have this last one. We still have this last one. You kidding me? Alright. That's alright. We'll get there. 46 threat we're going up to. Refresh phase. Should be up there. That should be there. That should be there. That should be there. Now. We draw a card. Alright, Erebor Hammersmith, which is an interesting draw. Kind of like that draw. Now, what we can do... Let's get Erebor in there. We'll pay the 2. Erebor comes in. We got a dwarf in there, so we go down to 45. When we put him in there, the topmost attachment or discard pile goes back in our hand. Unexpected Courage. I like it. Ooh, but I could get Dwell in it. But it's probably not what I want to do. I do want Unexpected Courage. The reason being is I am going to throw it onto Thor. My thought, I have so much purple, I can't afford anything. Like all my lore cards got thrown away. Or leadership, not lore. So, alright, my thought is I want Unexpected Courage on him because he needs the quest for 5, right? I need the big points on this. Then we can refresh him, so at least he can attack again. We'll use Hammersmith as our defender. These two will attack. We'll go with both for 2 because I'm probably not going to do a riddle. Right? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm not going to do a riddle unless I have to. Oh, wait. Wait. I could still play Dwalin. Because I have 5 dwarves. He costs 2 less. He only costs 1 now. Now, it gets me out of Hasty Stroke, which stinks. But I'm okay with that, I think. I think I'm okay with that. Okay. So, thought process. We quest with Bofer and Thorin. That means we're questing with 7 against 2 right off the bat. We have the ability to refresh him, take him out with these 2 cards. Then, that leaves us with 3 cards to defend 1 and possibly another one. And possibly another one because we're getting 2 counter cards, right? I think that's our best bet right now. I think that's what we gotta do. Yeah. I think that's what we do. Okay. 5, 6, 7. We have nothing else we can really play or do. Let's go. 7 against 2. First encounter card. Of course, Goblin Axeman. Why not? That's 2, so it's at 4. Next one. A location. Ooh. After a character takes damage from an attack made by a creature. Oh, there's no creatures. Okay. That's 2. 2, 4, 6. Request 1. That's okay. Progress is made. I'm okay with that. We're gonna travel there. Goblin axe thing comes after us. That's fine. We were planning for this, so this is okay. We can refresh that. That's good things. I should have quested with Nori too, but that's all right. It's all right. It's in the past. Let's attack. So each cave location, there's only 1, so that's good. So he's swinging for 2. We're gonna block with Bofer. Yeah. Attacking enemy makes an additional attack after this one. Come on. I swear, I'm getting like the worst luck on these cards. Okay. Second attack. I have to block it. Block it with Airborne Hammersmith. Defending character gets -1 shield. So just 2 damage on him. Which at least he survives. He's going to attack. I'm going to block with Nori and hope it's nothing on the shadow. Thank goodness it's nothing. Nori lives another day. We still didn't take out both of these. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? This is insane. So 3 and 4. So he's got 4, which could take him out. 3 would do 1 damage, right? That's probably the smarter play. So we'll do the 4 damage onto him, take him out. We'll do 3 on him, which does 1 damage. At least like whittling him down, right? That's something, I guess. Okay. You could make one of the encounters a riddle just to reduce the threat. I could, but I have to get it right then. Because if I get it wrong, Bilbo dies. That's my only worry with doing that. And my card pool is getting kind of thin too, and I'm a little worried about that. All right. Refresh. Thor now gets 2 resources, which is exciting. I have so much leadership and nothing to do with it. I have to draw 2. Can't forget about that. Bilbo gets 1. Draw 2. still not. Ooh, forest snare. Guess who's not worrying about that goblin anymore? This guy. Yeah, we're gonna force snare that bad boy. You are no longer an issue to me. Okay. We need to quest hard. You really need some war cards out there, but oh well. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Surely we can do this. We're going to keep 2 defenders just in case we draw 2 things. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's overkill. 2. No, because we're at 6. And we need 2. So that leaves us room for 1. Oof. Yeah, no, we gotta do it. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, I have 2 damage on Bilbo. Yeah, 2. Alright, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. I can't count. Hey, hey. 11. Can't count. Love it. So, 2. Oh my god. 3. Hold on. Do I do the riddle on this just so I don't have to deal with this freaking card? It's a card type though. It's all kind of even in there. One, two, three. I don't know what's in there. That's my only worry. I mean, obviously I don't. That's my only worry right now. I guess I could let him go in. Just deal with it. And let him attack. And I can at least cancel the shadow effect. If need be. That's something. Ooh. Oh gosh. No, I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave him because I don't know what the next one is. Second encounter card. Location. Active locations, goblins get whatever. Okay. 6, 7, 8 against that, so it's only 3. Gosh, it's so pathetic. I can't believe this. Wild Wargs goes down here. Okay, so he does not attack. He does attack. We're going to block with Dwalin. Who's balling? He's gonna refresh, which is the one like good thing. So he's blocking for 2 against 3. Oh wait, I guess he also gets a shadow card, so he just doesn't resolve it. So this has a riddle on it, which means he does a lot of damage. Now what we can do, oh no, because it's not a shadow effect. He dies. That's all that. Now his never gets resolved. We can attack with 3, 4, and do 2 damage to the Wild Wargs thing. Sure, why not? 47. 47 threat. I can't believe he's gonna get this close. Alright, 2 more onto him. 1 onto Ori. 1 onto Nori. 1 onto Bilbo. He got 2. We draw 2 cards. Alright, purples. Good. Good, 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 good. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, this is good. Feely comes in. We have to search the deck for Keely. But the more important thing We can see what's left in here. An attachment, an event, attachment, 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 and event. So the guess is always attachment or event. One. Well, let's count this. Our attachments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 cards left. So 1 attachment, 2 attachment, 3 attachment, 4, 5. 5 out of 8. Okay. 5 out of 8 are attachments. We played a ally, which means we reduce our threat by 1. Or a goblin, a dwarf. Jeez. We play a goblin, reduce our threat by 1. We're gonna play another dwarf with 5. Thorn is finally being used. Plays another one, which reduces us to 45. We're a little comfortable now. Now, big thing about Soldier is that he is going to be our blocker now, because he's blocking 3. Which is fantastic. We just need to do 3 damage, which is good. We're going to keep him to do damage just in case. I think that's going to be the right move. We can cancel a shadow effect if need be. One more round, we can play a lore card to reduce our threat by 6. So I'm still okay with that, as long as we don't use that. I'm okay with that. We can burn to get attachment cards. That's another option now. So we have some options. So I feel a little comfortable. Right, the percentage chance is high that it's 2. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're at 9. Let me think about this for a second. So now we know that 5 out of 8 are attachments. I feel pretty good about that. If I keep spending resources, I'm going to get it eventually. So we have 9 against 5. We need 1 more on that. We need 2 more on that. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not playing with a lot here. Now we have a blocker, which is good. We need to do just 3 damage, which could be from him. So I'm feeling like we do Nori too. Or Ori, I'm sorry. Ori. Get the 11. We gotta try to go for it now. This leaves us with some blocking options, some other stuff that might happen. Okay. First discard. One reveal. Characters get -1 willpower and cannot attack until the end of the round. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 less. So 11 minus 4 is 8. So much math. This is how I'm going to trick my kids into doing math. Okay, 1 revealed. Starting with the first player, each player must search the encounter deck and encounter discard pile for 1 creature enemy and put it into play and engage with them. Then shuffle the encounter deck. Okay, let's look for a creature. Let's do that. I'm gonna put this Goblin Axeman in there. Oh wait, he's a goblin, he's not a creature. He's a creature. What is a creature? Who is creature? Alright, there's no creatures in there. Oh my god, it is 7. I can't math. 7. Okay. I got it. We got there eventually. My brain's fried. Alright, where's a creature? Oh, we have 1 creature in there already. He's a creature. The Wild Warg is a creature. No, everything I hate is creatures. Alright. We gotta put the stupid Wild. Now, wait. So. Oh, you have to put it play engage with him. Okay, so we can't even riddle him off. Okay. What's that? Let's shuffle this up. That was our second card, I believe. I think the first one was something else. I don't know what the first one was. Oh yeah, to reduce the thing. This Tari. Yeah, you're just calling me out. Inability to do mana. So 6, 7, 8. That's fantastic. My threat goes up 1. That's right. We planned for this. We planned defenders just for this. Each one gets a shadow card. Each. First Wild Wargs is going to be defended by Soldiers of Erebor. 3. Has a Riddle on it, so he swings for 5. Does 2 damage onto Soldiers of Erebor. That's perfect. Feely is next. Yeah, Feely's next. Swings for 3. Has a Riddle on it. Swings for a lot more than 3. Kills the Feely. Okay. We're going to refresh him with Unexpected Courage. So... we can do 3 damage. Is what we can do. So 3 damage on the bright side takes out this 1 Wild Warg. That's the one good thing we got going for us. Oh, and this is a card that goes away. Okay. Alrighty, threats back up to 7. We're hanging in there. So it was 5 out of 8 was attachments. We have to remember that. He gets 2, right? Because we got a bunch of dwarves. He gets 1. He gets 1. Bilbo is just money over there right now. Draw 2 cards. 5 out of 8 are attachments. Right, it's an event. So 5 out of 7 are attachments. It's an event. So 5 out of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, everything's an attachment. Okay, we can cancel. And Bilbo can defend. Huge. Okay. So I have 1 ally to play, and I can't play him yet. So that's cool. But what I can do... no, I can't do that. Because I need my blues. Alright, there's a lot of attachments at the bottom of this deck. Which is really something. Okay. What we're going to be doing is defending with Erebor against this character. Which means we need to... we need to quest so. Problem is I'm going against 5 right off the bat. So... I can do 5 with Thorin. 2 more with Beaufort, which is up to 7. I'm going to do 8, 9. We're going to play a little safe because I just don't trust anything right now. So we're at 9. Against a 5. We can defend with Bilbo for 1 round if we do that stuff. First one. Next one. No riddles. Are you kidding me? Each player exhausts 1 character he controls. Come on. Alright, what we'll do is we'll refresh our attachment. Or refresh our guy through, what is this? Unexpected Courage, and we'll exhaust Thorin. Okay. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 versus 9. This goes up to 48. I can't believe this. I can't. We are just getting every single enemy. We're not getting treacheries. We're not getting our locations. We're not getting anything we need that's right. Like, this is insane. What we can do, because I didn't think about it until right now, and what we're going to do, when we reveal the effect, we're going to cancel it with Will of the West. Should have done that. Spend the 1 blue. Should have done that. So we can still refresh them. I don't know why that's important, but I feel like it is. Probably because Nori's going to die. And we need to start slaying some stuff. We don't even have... oh my gosh, we don't even have to, like, slay stuff. Okay. I don't know. I don't know, chat. This is... I don't even know what I could have done better, I'll be honest. Erebor. He's going to defend against the Wild Wargs. Gets a Riddle, so he's swinging for 5. There's a lot of damage. Takes out him. Airborne Hammersmith is going to defend off of the... we're going to do this too. Nothing there. So, that's 1 damage, takes him out. Last one. I'm just going to let it hit me. Just going to let it hit me. Nori is going to take the damage of 2. And Nori is no more. Which stinks. We're going to refresh that with Unexpected Courage. Means we're going to swing for 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to be able to take out 1 ward. Now we're doing that because he actually has 2 defense. So we could take out him. If we did 3 with anyone else, we just do 1 damage. And I feel like I want to take out the 3 attack. Alright, this is it. 49 threat. This was a terrible game for me. Holy cow. Alright. 1, 1, 1. And they weren't even riddle options. There's our attachment. Ally doesn't exhaust the quest. Oh, that's fun. Super useful. Let's put a dwarf in. Why not? Lower through. No, we don't lower a threat. That was on that's on Nori. Okay. So my problem is I don't remember what happens when I get past this quest, which I'm not even going to, so it doesn't even really matter. So let's just quest hard. Let's see what happens. Let's throw up the Hail Mary. We are questing with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Oops, that should have gotten discarded. 10. When revealed, starting with the first player, each player must choose 1 goblin enemy from the discard pile and add it to the staging area. Why not? I'll add that one. Next one. Oh, good. The miners. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Puts 1 there. 1 there. Puts 13 onto here. I do, but I can't afford Galad's. I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't pay for it because Nori's dead, or Ori is dead. Whatever his name is, Nori. So I have no way to pay for it, and it doesn't matter. I have 5 enemies. I'm dead. So that was that. That was that. That was terrible. Holy cow. I feel like I was so worried about getting this that this was actually kind of easier to get than I thought it would have been. I don't know what this would have been at the end. Oh, 16. Oh. 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 That's rough. That wasn't going to happen into the fire. Holy cow. Holy cow. That was something. I'll give it credit. I'll give it credit. So let's I'm not gonna play again because that's too much for me to handle right now. What I did want to do is, because I'm probably gonna end it here. Probably not gonna play this one on stream again. Honestly, it was kind of frustrating to do this. But what I do want to do is I want to talk a little bit about this stuff. So let me bring up some stuff. All they are. Bring this DB. So what I want to do. Oh, freaking dog. What I want to do. No, it's definitely a hard quest. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was much harder than I thought it would be. Alright, let's bring this up and try something. Alright. Because I'm a YouTuber at heart, and you know, I always need more content. And it's so much fun to just hang out with you all. So, as far as actually playing the game, that's gonna be it for now. I want to talk about these scenarios though. So after now finishing this, I kind of just want to break down these scenarios. I kind of want to go through these and rank them a little bit because So the first one was a 6-6, this was a 6-4. The middle one was a 5-3, right? Of what we got going on. So I'm just gonna quickly glance over the rest. That actually might be somewhat accurate, right? So we had we must away their break of day. I feel like this one was really tough with those where they have trolls, right? The 3 trolls or whatever it was. That one was insane, that quest. So I feel like that quest was pretty good. But I felt like it was tough with the different skills each of them had, right? Each one, it felt like there was just so many limitations of what you could do with it being out there and engage with you. So I would actually say that this one might, I think this one would actually be harder than this one I just did. That's my gut feeling on that. I don't know if you all agree with that. But my gut says that simply because of how hard the trolls are and how much extra stuff they do. Like, where are they? Let me get these trolls for a second. Yeah, I couldn't gang attack. You could not gang attack. It was Willem. Troll enemies. Okay, so engagement costs were 23. So you basically engaged with Bert, which you can't put attachment cards on troll enemies. All right, regardless. After Bert engages the player, you sack 1. Return Bert to the staging area unless you do raise your threat. He's a 3/5/2 with 10 health. So, was that the one that didn't let you troll enemies not engaged with a player cannot take damage? Oh yeah, that's Tom. So the middle one is the one that lets you only attack one character. So you have to almost stay under the threat to take off Bert one at a time, right? Who's again defending 2, hitting 10, or defense 10. So it's 12 damage you gotta do. So you really have to kind of go nuts on defense, I feel like, with that, right? Like really kind of, or not defense, attack and build that up. But even then, you're swinging for a ton. So Tom is basically the same thing, same defense, same everything, but 1 extra health. And looking, am I just reading this here? I think you can, oh no, you can't look up cards here. Down here. I can't remember if you can do it. Tom is what I said his name was? Bert. Bert. Oh, there's Bert. You can do him. Yeah, so Bert engages, does the whole sack thing, which was terrible. Cannot put attachment cards, so we couldn't do something cool like we did with Force Snare, right? Completely stops Force Snare from happening. Then we return him, whatever. So he's like the most normal, but still tough. Tom was the next one. And Tom was the one that limited the 1 character attack. So you almost want to kind of go for Tom first, right? But you have to still deal with Bert. The only upside of that is when you do the last one, William. Again, 2 defense, 12 health. Sack 2, which stinks. It's 38 for threat. I feel like he's the one that can be ganged up on and be focused on everyone else first, but still, it's not even that great. You have to get 1 dedicated attacker and a few sneak attack. Seriously. I mean, you're right, Lord. That's honestly, like, looking back, I should have built it 3 sneak attacks, 3 Gandalfs, right? Just playing that hard. Get Steward of Gondor out there, obviously, so I can afford everything. And going kind of off of that. And you're right, just have 1 attack. It would be nice. Again, I restricted myself with the heroes from this first box, right? They're all from this first Hobbit box. Like Gimli would have been really nice to have. I think someone in Discord, maybe someone in the chat here was talking about Dane. Focus on Tom first. Yeah, you really need to. I mean, even though you're gonna be dealing with 2 trolls at once, essentially, you kind of need to deal with them. And you're right. So sneak attack with Gandalf, because it what 4 damage coming out, and then you could swing for 4, or defend with 4. Well, you could probably sneak attack, then attack with 4. You could do 8 for 4 damage. Let's see, off the top, where's Bert? Bert's the first one. So 4, so that'd be 6 out of 10. That's not bad. And you can Force Snare that's another good point too. If you take out Bert first, you could force snare William after he engages you. That's something. That's not a bad idea. And in this way, focus on Tom next. Because Bert stops the attachment from force snare happening. I like that idea too. Get force snare. Finish off Bert with sneak attack Gandalf / playing Gandalf in general. And just mass attack, especially if you have a hero that's kind of stacked a bit, right? A Gimli or a Legolas or something like that. And I think that's my other problem too, is I think tactics is something that had to be used in this box. I feel like a non-tactics deck that I built doesn't work. I don't think that works. I think I would have had to have built that out a bit. I'm gonna say that was part of the problem, because I wasn't swinging for nearly enough, and especially if you get the treasure cards on top of it, and you can force snare the last troll too, so you can force snare everyone. I think that's the way to go. I think that's a smart way to do that. So okay, looking back, if I was to replay this, force snares, sneak attack Gandalfs, and a tactic sphere is what I would do. I think that would have been the better way to go, and stack one of my heroes with attachments, my tactics hero in general, right? Probably, if I'm not doing a complete dwarf deck again, if I'm doing dwarf Gimli, if I'm not doing dwarf, maybe even Legolas, right? If I'm just pulling from early cards, just to get the two quest points out there each time, because all three of these I felt like had a ton of just minions I was dealing with. All right, so that's that one. Oops, where are we? So that was We Must Away, Air Break a Day. Thinking this through, I think it's gonna be the second toughest. Owen is pretty good. He's from the second Hobbit box, and he lets you play tactics if you have 5 dwarves, which is kind of the best of both worlds. That's good to know. So, for all you that don't know, I'm going to be doing the Hobbit on the Doorstep box next, and I think I'm going to pick heroes from that box. So wait, let's look at that box. That's interesting. Oops, not my collections. Where are they? Cards. Hobbit on the Doorstep. Owen. Let's look at this. While you control these 5 dwarves, Owen gets 1 attack and a tactics resource. I like that. And if we had tactics attachments for dwarves, or just in general, then we could start stacking them, right? Because honestly, I thought 5 dwarves was going to be tougher to get than it was. And it was actually kind of easy. Now, my only other thing that I was possibly thinking of... no, there is no one else. Oh, I was thinking I might have pulled a hero and done Beorn and just went, crazy with Beorn. But then I had to build a whole bear deck, and I didn't feel like doing that. But I'm liking that idea on the Doorstep. Owen. Maybe Bomber. When counting dwarf characters, Bomber counts as 2, which could get us to 5 faster. And Ballin, pay 1 resource from Ballin's resource pool to cancel a shadow effect just triggered during an attack. Then deal the attacking enemy another shadow card. That's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I like the idea of that. Alright, I'm kind of liking that idea. Because we're probably not going to do Bard on that. Alright, anyway. So now thinking this through, and We Must Await Air Break a Day, it probably is the second one. Is Beorn the second one of my top 3 played heroes? No, so he's in the first one. And if I wasn't, for this deck, if I wasn't going to do... where is he? There's Beorn. If I wasn't going to do all the second box, I probably would have done Beorn. But I can still be convinced that that's the better way to do it. And yeah, Gimli is not something springs for damage. Gimli is more powerful than I remember being. Alright, so We Must Away Break a Day. I'm going to say it's the second hardest one. I'm going to say it's right in the middle of this pack, of this box. Second hardest one. I think it gets close to the hardest. But I think if you build the deck the way we said, I actually don't think it's going to be that hard. Rethinking all this stuff. Because honestly, too, you could build it with Gimli that swings hard, and just put 2 hobbits in there to keep your threat super low, right? Super low, so you can pick and choose when you fight everything. And that was the tough part with this quest, right? With Dungeons Deep and Caverns Dim, was everything's a 30 or lower. And I'm starting at, what was I starting at? 29. 29. So that's just nuts. So, all right. That was that. So over the Misty Mountains Grim, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought this was going to be harder than it was because of the Stone Giants. And the first round was just bad because I didn't know what I was doing. That's just my bad. The second round is when we got all the Stone Giants and we were able to handle them. Which I kind of like the idea of. I like the idea of these Stone Giants. I think they're pretty cool. Discarding the ally thing is kind of stinks, but I think it's pretty good. I think it was a good quest overall. You still need a good amount of points, right? So the first one was just kind of a whatever quest. Next one, you got the Stone Giant right away. Add the staging area, then shuffle the encounter deck, reveal 1 card per player. So I remember it started off tough, and I just had to weather that storm, and I didn't do that the first time. And then after that, you go. Oops, there we go. You basically quest hard. You just hope for the best. And you reveal a lot of encounter cards. I kind of like that. I kind of liked that quest. It was a little easy. It was tough for us just because we got a bad draw of Stone Giants. But that was a pretty fun quest. If I remember correctly, the Stone Giants, though, were kind of the only tough thing in there. I feel like, or we got lucky. We got a lucky draw and there wasn't a ton of other things. Oh, the Great Goblin. That's right. We punched him fast. Wait, this looks like Nightmare. Doesn't look like the right Great Goblin. There he is. Yeah, the Nightmare Great Goblin. That'd be fun. I have to do this again. Nightmare. That's something to do too. See how that goes. But the Great Goblin we smacked hard really fast, which was great. Did a great job controlling him in the game. So I felt pretty good about him. I liked that whole scenario. I think that one might have been the most fun, but it wasn't that challenging. This one that I just did, I think it was hard because I should have went harder on the main 1B quest, right? Because again, I thought the riddles was going to be tougher than it was. And it was hard, sure. But I thought riddles was going to be more to it. And I thought when I got my deck down to that 25-ish cards left, and I really didn't know what was going to happen, I got a little worried. When I was able to look at my deck to search for the other character in there, it was nice because I could just see what I had and what I didn't have, right? I counted 5 attachments for 8 cards. So it would have been nice right there at the end. I could have gotten a bunch of points or a bunch of quest points basically that way. So I think it would have been smarter to focus in on questing hard, especially in the beginning. Because I felt like I got slightly behind and I just kept drawing enemies. I mean, there are a lot of enemies in this deck. Just glancing through them. Like almost half the deck is enemies, it looks like. So that was the other thing that was annoying with that one. Is just because I wasn't tactics, I felt slightly behind the whole time. I felt like I could never really attack that hard, which kind of stunk. I really didn't enjoy that, but oh well. I'd probably say this is the hardest. I felt like you had to be very balanced. In the first 2 scenarios, you leaned on Bilbo a lot, I feel like. I kind of worked a lot with Bilbo to see how good he would be or wouldn't be. And you got used to that, right? You got used to questing the one, using the resources. Like, you got used to all that stuff. It wasn't there. It hurt. So I think, even though it's ranked lower, I actually think this would be slightly harder than We Must Away or Break a Day. That's my rationale. For those that are watching now, let me know if you agree. Number 1 difficulty, Dungeons Deep. Number 2, We Must Away. Number 3, Over the Misty Mountains. That's my rough idea of what I think would be difficulty level. Now, looking to the next one is interesting. Really quick. They're all pretty much harder, right? Except for Flies and Spiders. The next 2 are just very hard. Lonely Mountain, 7-3, which is legit. Anything on 7 starts getting pretty legit. So we're getting excited for that. Last thing I really want to do really fast and just talk about my heroes really quick, because these are the first times I really played them. Good, happy with agreement. Thank you, Jay. So last thing is these heroes, and I thought they were not bad. I remember people saying that the Hobbit hero boxes were not great, so I went in with super low expectations. Now, actually, let's do Thorn first. I think Thorn's my favorite. I like Thorn a lot. A 3-3-1-5, and he gets extra resources if there's 5. Honestly, I think he's legit good. I think he's legit good. Lonely Mountain. Oh, 7-3. Ugh. I gotta work on building a good deck. I have to figure out how to do that. Maybe I'll get ideas from the Discord about how to do that. Build a good deck for this next box. But Thorn, I liked. Thorn, I liked a lot. I would see Thorn going into a lot of dwarf decks. I think he'd be good in general to have in one of those decks. I liked him. I was a big fan of Thorn. Let's see, what's the other one I got? Nori here. Nori's not bad. It was nice to be able to try to keep my threat down with him, but a 2/1/2 4 life, I don't know. Not bad, but it felt a little rough. He's probably a little bit ahead of Ori. Ori, I felt like was my weak link a lot of times because I can't ever really defend with him. Right? I can't ever defend with Ori. That's my biggest thing. And you're right. His threat is high at 12. Thorn's threat is high at 12. That is rough to deal with. You know, generally, right, you only want one of your heroes in double digits. So the one that's in the double digits, it's got to be someone really good. And I think he's right there. He's not top tier, but I think he's right there. I always wanted to use him with Dane, but the threat was outrageous. Yeah. Ooh. What is Dane? What is that? Ring DB. This comes up Dane Ironfoot. 11. Yeah. 23 with just 2. Oh, that'd be rough. That's just rough thinking about it. So, yeah, I think I like Nori a little bit more than Ori. I don't think there was really another option, right? Because there was Beorn and the 3 of them. Yeah, there's only 4 heroes in this box. And Bilbo. I guess there's only 4 heroes in the next box, too. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably say Nori's the next best after Thorn. Thorn was just so good. Nori I liked. Apparently he was errated at some point. So that's good to know. He's really good because he can boost your questing and then he can become a very good defender. That's true. It'll be fun too. Just thinking out loud. It'd be fun to do like a Dane Ironfoot with a Thorn and then just throw in a Hobbit, right? Or throw in someone like super low. I feel like you could get pretty good with that. Let's see, hold on. Where's a good Hobbit? I don't remember where they are. Is there any in the Lord of the Rings box? What's Mary, for example? Like a 6. Like that's a 12 and 11 plus 6 is what? 18, 29. 29 is not bad starting for the 2 of them. Player card pool with all the Valor cards. That's true. Valor cards would be good too. So yeah, I'm thinking if you get a Hobbit in there, you do get some other stuff in there. That could work out all right. Okay, where were we? So yeah, I'm gonna say top tier Thorn. Nori's next just because of the defense. And then reducing the threat was useful. It was really useful. And then Ori. Poor Ori. He was okay. If I was to replay this, I honestly would have done it with Beorn. And then just worked harder to have more dwarves out there. Because most of the time I had like 6 or 7 dwarves anyway. So it wasn't as hard to get to 5. I got to 5 a lot quicker. But if I was to redo this, I'm only using heroes from this front box. I would probably get rid of Nori. It stinks because I use a decent amount of spirit cards, right? Some of them are pretty good. But I use Beorn, and he would just be my heavy attacker. And you know, I can't put any attachments on, which stinks, but figure it out. So Pippin is the good one. The green one. The green one. See, that's my rough thoughts about the heroes from this box. I just wanted to go over them a little bit. But yeah, overall, you know what? Again, I know a lot of people give the Hobbit boxes, um, you know, some not great reviews, and I don't know, liked it more than Shadows and Mirkwood. Say that much. I mean, Shadows is fine, but I think I liked it more than that. The Black Riders, it's maybe as good as that, right? Black Riders is good for story, but the story was definitely a bit weaker in the Hobbit. But I mean, as far as the quests go, I thought they were average. I thought they were pretty good. I don't think it really competes against any of those cycles except for the Voice of Isengard's, in my opinion. Or not Voice of Isengard. Yeah, the Remaker cycle is the worst one in my opinion. But other than that, I mean, it's fine. So, all right. That's all I really wanted to discuss and talk about. I appreciate you all hanging out and chilling here while we talked about it. I think that was fun. I think it's fun to kind of go over this and reflect on what we just did, what the heroes are like, talk about it a little bit. I think it's something cool to talk about. So, anyway, alrighty. I think that's enough of this. I have to go talk to the wife and see what Henry Cavill said. But once again, I appreciate you all being here. Lord, as always, thank you for being here. Istari, Josh, Ryan, I know you stopped by for a while. And I think that was the majority of people that hung out with us. I think. Yes. So I appreciate you all taking the time, hanging out. I will be streaming. Let's see, what's next? Tomorrow is Marvel Champions on the Living Card Gamers channel. We're starting the Mad Titan Shadow campaign. We're doing the whole thing. I am going to be Gamora, and he is going to be Nebula. I think that's what we're going to do. Gamora, Nebula. See how it goes. I don't know if we're doing expert or not. But we'll see. And then I don't stream again probably until Sunday, doing Arkham Horror, continuing that. Thank you for the kind words with that, Lord. And Josh, yeah, you're right. I could see him starting off really strong, and then kind of over time, people being like, well, most of the game is better, right? Like, it's not something I would actively go for, right? Something I would actively go for. So, anyway, yeah. So that is the stream. Make sure you're on the Discord. I think you all are. But make sure you're on the Discord to see what we're going to be doing. And in the future, but that's next. Then Sunday's Arkham Horror, and then next week we gotta figure it out because it's Christmas week and things get crazy. But we will be doing Lord of the Rings next Tuesday, that's for sure. I have to decide if I want to do an individual deck or if we should just jump right into the next Hobbit box. I'm kind of thinking next Hobbit box and just start going with that. So anyway, I appreciate you all being here and hanging out once again. I really do. So thank you all so much. Take care. See you next time.